Hi guys, my name is Kylie. This is going to be my first OFTV video, and today I'm going to be sharing some of my passions with you guys, and that includes baking. Since Valentine's is around the corner, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to make my strawberry cheesecake cookies. They're super easy and fun. Okay, so to begin, these strawberry cookies are a little bit complex. So we're gonna start with getting our cream cheese, that's 6 ounces. Usually a block's like 8 ounces, so I cut off the 2 ounces. And we're just gonna get all of that into the bowl. This needs to be softened, like room temperature, leave it out of the fridge. And after we add our cream cheese, we're gonna go in with our powdered sugar, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. And you're gonna use your spatula and you're just gonna beat it as long as you can until it makes like a pretty creamy texture that you can spoon up in a teaspoon. So you're just gonna blend that well, and if you prefer to use a mixer, you can. I don't like to use a mixer because the powdered sugar tends to like fly everywhere on me, and it's just not it. So I tend to just kind of beat it in to the cream cheese. It should look like a ball of dough, which I know doesn't make much sense, but you're gonna grab either a tablespoon and scoop it. It'll create about a ball this big. You should get about 12. Okay, now that we are finishing rolling our little cream cheese bites, they're gonna go pop them in the freezer for about an hour or until they're about frozen. In the meantime, let's get started on our cookie dough. Okay, now, this is totally optional, but this is gonna be the part where I make the cookie dough. You don't need to use this, my arm just hurt, but we're gonna start with mixing a few things. So we're gonna start with our melted butter. It's gonna be about a 1/2 cup, and it needs to be melted completely and cooled just a little bit before. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my melted butter, and then I'm gonna put my softened cream cheese, which you should have 2 ounces for this. And then you're gonna also add your sugar, 1/2 cup. You're also gonna have some brown sugar, and you're gonna add 1/3 cup. I hate brown sugar because it never comes up. Go. Okay, sorry, I got a little aggressive. Okay, so you're gonna mix that for about 1 minute until about fully combined. So after that, we're gonna go ahead and start adding some of our dry ingredients, and that's gonna be our flour, baking soda, and salt. So it's gonna be 2 cups of flour. And then we're gonna add our baking soda and our salt. And then you go ahead and mix again. Now that's a little bit mixed in. I am gonna go ahead and add 1 large egg. Hopefully that cracks good. Okay, great, that cracked great. And we're gonna go ahead and start beating it again. I'm gonna beat it a little heavier since I already kind of introduced the dry product, so I don't think it's gonna fly in my face. Okay, now that this is done, you're gonna take off, well, I have to take off my nozzle because it's in the way. You should have about just like a big ball of dough, like normal cookies. And then we're gonna add our 3/4 cup of very finely chopped strawberries. And it is very important, if you are using a mixer, make sure not to use the mixer while you're folding in your strawberries. You just want them to lightly fold in. You just wanna fold it over a couple times. So I just kind of folded them in. You can see they're a little sporadic. I'm just grabbing a towel. You can use saran wrap, whatever you want. Putting it over here, and then this has to cool for about 30 minutes as well, which honestly works out perfect because if that was already chilling for 30 minutes, this all should be ready to go at the same time. Your filling and your dough. Now that we are done letting everything chill, your dough should be pretty firm, and we're gonna take that out of the freezer. This is where we're gonna preheat our oven to 350. So make sure you preheat it before you do all this so it's ready. And we're gonna grab about a tablespoon and a half. I kind of eyeball it, and you're gonna go ahead and just roll your dough. We're gonna go ahead and make sure to indent with our thumb so that there's a little place for the filling. But if it keeps sticking to your hands, that's probably a sign that the dough isn't cool enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this until I make about, I believe it's 12. So now that I have about 6 cookies, because remember it's gonna be 6 per tray, they need to be about 3 inches apart. And you're gonna go ahead and grab your filling. It should look like this, and it should roll off the plate perfectly. So it should just plop off of your parchment paper. I'm just gonna go ahead and place it right where I placed the indent of my thumb on the cookie. So make sure your cookies are spread out enough. Now that we are at this part, we're gonna go back to our dough, and we're just gonna kind of sandwich it. So you're gonna grab about the same amount, of dough that we grabbed in the beginning for the first layer, and you're just kind of doing the same thing. You're gonna flatten it a little, and you're just gonna stack it directly on top of your cookie. So it kind of just looks like an ice cream sandwich in a way. But instead, we're just gonna enclose the sides as well as we can, because that cream cheese is going to be our filling. So you're gonna go ahead and do that for your cookies. So if you could see, I enclosed all the sides, and we're just gonna do that for the rest of the cookies. Now that we are at this part, you should have something that looks a little like this. And we're gonna stick it in the oven once it hits 350, and we're gonna leave it in there for about 8 minutes on the top rack, and then switch it to the bottom rack for the next remaining 8 minutes. And we do that because we don't want them to burn. And my timer is gonna go on for 8 minutes. And don't forget to switch it at 8 minutes and do another 8 minutes, and you should have your cookies. Well, I went ahead and took the cookies out of the oven. They came out amazing, and I really appreciate you guys joining me on my first OFTV video. I really hope that you guys made these at home and it went well for you, and I can't wait to show you guys my next one.